So I was a dumb kid. Well, thinking about that, I really wasn't. I was just a hyper kid. I used to run around in places where I shouldn't be, like in court when my parents divorced while being hyper on drugs.
Healthy medicine.
I made some questionable choices when I was very young. I had this habit of running around in places at a very young age. And many of many of the times it wouldn't lead me to good places. Instead, it would leave me in stages of trauma. So here's what I experienced being like this. So one time in Brussels, when I was like really young, around 6, 7, or even 4, I don't remember the correct age of my of me at the time, but it was around that very young age. So I held my father's finger, and he was talking normally to some neighbor, someone, and I just saw a bus in which we usually travel to go to places. I left his finger, literally. I didn't walk or jog, I ran. Completely ran, not on the bus stop. I didn't stop on the bus stop station. Instead, I stood in front of the bus and I just showed my palm like I'm some Superman that's gonna stop the bus. Eventually, the bus stopped, and then my father had to apologize, and then I got screwed really bad. So, yeah, that was an experience. But later on, again, same incident. My father was talking to someone, I held his finger, but this time, instead of being outside, we are inside. So, you might think, what's the worst that could happen? Everything. I leave his finger, run up to someone. No, I don't run up to someone. I run to get out of the building, and while going outside of the building, I crash into someone, and someone falls over. It was an old person, and this again happened in Brussels. So they they swore at me in Dutch or French, one of those two. So yeah, again not a great experience, I'd say, but you know this third experience. Look, I had no involvement in anything. Okay, it was in an airplane. All right, where could I move? Nowhere. That's what. I was sitting in my seat. My father or my mother ordered for coffee. I too wanted to drink something, so I ordered for a coffee, but in a very small quantity, very low quantity. So they took the message, and they bought us two coffees, one with high quantity and one with very low. I took the high quantity one by mistaking by mistakenly. It burned my fingers because I held at the top of the cup, and it was hot, and I just left it. It dropped on my thighs, and I screamed like a baby because of because I was young. Then the all many air hostesses came, cleaned me up, cleaned the seats up. We had to shift to some different aisle, and everyone in that flight just stared me down. So yeah, I was cool like that. And now let's skip the stage. I was now 9 years old in Brussels, and we had gone to some trip in a place I don't clearly remember. It was like a white box with several rooms in there, and some of the rooms they were painting for some reason. Look, I was a tiny kid. I don't remember anything now. So what I did, as I felt very bored during the tour and everything, I escaped, started opening every door, and then got caught on the third door. And then from that point onwards, I haven't gone to any field trip, or any trip, or any sort of thing like that. I really am a wonderful child to have. If someone has a child like me, their life will just get 100% better, man. 100%. This is not, I didn't do wrong in this, except I did. Okay, so I was sitting on the chair, and it was like one of those chairs where it was like a bar chair, the chair which you have at bars, and I sat on that, and I was wiggling the chair. One thing led to the another, and then the chair fell. But I wasn't on that chair because I was the one who pulled the chair. I was the one who pulled the chair. So yeah, didn't injure me or did anything bad like that. But again, I got seriously screwed up after the event. Okay, so that was it. Hope you enjoyed it. I obviously, you know, had some questionable things that happened to me. If you want more stories like this, like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want. And and and